Being normal is rare now. And I don't mean boring. I don't mean having no personality. I mean actually being a real person. Someone who can just walk into a room and be there, not performing, not trying to be someone they're not trying to make every moment a scene, not trying to prove they're the funniest person, the deepest person, the coolest person, the most different person. Just there, present and being normal, being actually human. And that feels rare now, to be completely honest with you. Everybody's trying to be something, a brand, an aesthetic, a character, a lifestyle, a version of themselves that looks good from the outside. And I get it. Nobody wants to feel basic. Nobody wants to feel average. Nobody wants to feel like they're just another person. But to be honest with you, some of this is getting weird. People don't even act like people anymore. They act like profiles. Everything feels edited in current society, The way people talk, the way they dress, the way they pose, the way people talk about their lives when they describe it to other people. Even the way people pretend not to care feels calculated, like they're watching themselves from the outside while they're living. And I think that's got to be exhausting. Because after a while, you can feel when someone isn't really being themselves. You can feel when someone is, performing confidence and it's not actual confidence. You can feel when someone is just trying to sound interesting instead of having an actual conversation. You can feel when someone is more worried about how they're being perceived than what's actually happening in front of them. And to be truthful with you, that makes some people super hard to actually connect with, like a genuine one-on-one human connection. It's super rare, it seems like, in the current state of our society. But yeah, it makes people hard to connect with because you're not talking to a real person. You're talking to the version that they've rehearsed, the version that they think people will like, the version that they think will get them attention. And I think a lot of people are tired of that, tired of the fake mystery, tired of the fake confidence, and tired of the fake lifestyle. Tired of trying to make themselves look like the main character of a movie that nobody is watching. Sometimes the most refreshing person in the room is not the loudest person. It's not the person trying to dominate every conversation. It's not the person with the craziest stories. It's just someone who's there, just being a genuine, solid person. It's really that simple. The person who can actually listen and the person who can actually have a conversation without it sounding like it's a performance. The people who treat other people with respect when there's nothing to gain from it. The person that shows up when they said they would. The person that doesn't need attention every 5 seconds to feel like they exist. This shouldn't be rare, but it is. And it's sad I even have to say that. Because everybody wants to stand out now, but not enough people want to be grounded. Everybody wants to be interesting, but not enough people want to be dependable. Everybody wants to be seen, but not enough people want to be real. And there's a difference. Being seen is easy now, Post enough, talk enough, make enough noise. You can get seen, but being real is different. Being real means you don't have to turn everything into content. You don't have to exaggerate every part of your life. You don't have to make every opinion you have your identity. You don't have to act like basic decency is some rare achievement. You can just be solid. You can be respectful. You can be calm. You can be genuine. You can be someone people actually feel comfortable around. And I think that's the point, We've made everything so loud that quiet confidence stands out now. We've made everything so fake that being genuine actually feels different. We've made everything so performative in our society that being normal feels refreshing. And I'm not saying don't have ambition. I'm not saying don't go out there and build something. I'm not saying don't have style or personality or goals or whatever you want to have. Obviously not. But if everything you do in life is just an act, other people can tell. And that's just the truth. Maybe not right away, but eventually they can tell. Eventually that image starts to run out. And what's left is who you actually are. That's what matters. Can people trust you? Can people respect you? Can people talk to you without feeling like they're a part of your performance? Can you be around people without needing to prove something? I think that's real. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing. And at some point, being normal becomes different. Because when everyone is trying so hard to be unforgettable, the person who stays grounded is the one that people are going to remember. So, yeah, I think being normal is underrated. Not because average is the goal, but because being real is rare.